Have you ever felt your heart race just thinking about your crush? That magical, terrifying moment when your secret feelings might finally be out in the open? This is the story of exactly that. When your crush unexpectedly finds out you like them. What starts as a simple confession turns into a whirlwind of emotions. Excitement, anxiety, embarrassment, and hope all tangled together. In this animated story, you'll experience the raw, relatable moments of awkward glances, sudden butterflies, and the silence that feels louder than ever. How do you handle it when the one person you've admired from afar suddenly knows your deepest secret? Will they feel the same way, or will things never be the same again? It all began on a seemingly ordinary day when the unthinkable happened. The secret you guarded so carefully was now out in the open, changing everything in an instant. Suddenly, your daily routine feels charged with tension and possibilities you never imagined. Every look, every word suddenly matters more than ever. Join us as we explore the highs and lows of young love, those unforgettable seconds when everything changes. Whether you've been on the giving or receiving end of a crush revelation, this story will hit home with its honest portrayal of vulnerability and courage. Get ready for laughs, cringe-worthy moments, and heartwarming surprises in this fully animated journey of love, found, lost, or just beginning. Don't miss it, because everyone's been there, and this story might just be yours. It all started months ago when I first noticed them, the way they smiled, the way their eyes lit up when they talked about something they loved. At first, it was just a casual crush, a quiet admiration from a distance. But over time, those feelings grew into something deeper, something I couldn't ignore anymore. Every little thing they did stuck with me long after we said goodbye. I found myself replaying our conversations, analyzing every word, every glance, hoping for a sign that maybe, just maybe, they felt the same. Trying to act normal became a full-time job. I'd catch myself staring at my phone, hesitating before sending a message, wondering if I was coming on too strong or if I wasn't saying enough. The fear of rejection mixed with excitement made every interaction feel like walking a tightrope. I wanted to tell them how I felt, but kept holding back, afraid to ruin what we already had. But hiding my feelings wasn't easy. Friends teased me, my mind raced with what ifs, and every time we were close, my heart would do somersaults. I kept imagining the perfect moment to confess, but life had other plans, and that moment came sooner than I expected. Then it happened. The moment I'd been both dreading and secretly hoping for. We were hanging out with a group of friends, just messing around, when somehow my phone buzzed with a message from one of my closest friends. I didn't think much of it at first, but as I glanced down, my heart nearly stopped. The message was a group chat screenshot where my crush's name was right there, linked to a text saying, "I think they like me." Panic exploded inside me. My face probably turned 50 shades of red, and I tried to play it cool, but inside I was spiraling. How did they find out? Was this a joke? Did they feel the same? Or worse, did they think I was some weirdo? The seconds felt like hours as I watched their expression shift from surprise to curiosity. I wanted to disappear, but the truth was out. Then, surprisingly, they smiled, a small, nervous smile, and asked me about it. The silence after their question was deafening. I fumbled my words, trying to explain how long I'd felt this way, how it wasn't just some passing thing. It was awkward, it was messy, but it was real. And in that moment, I realized that maybe this wasn't the end of the story, but the beginning of something new. After the reveal, everything felt different, like the air around us was charged with a new kind of energy. At first, the conversations were a little awkward, with both of us unsure about what to say or how to act. I kept replaying every moment, wondering if I'd said the wrong thing or if they were regretting knowing my secret. But beneath the awkwardness, there was also a spark, a quiet hope that maybe this could lead somewhere. Days went by, and we started talking more, but in a new way. There were shy smiles, lingering glances, and moments where words weren't necessary. Still, my mind was a mess of excitement and fear. Was this just a phase? Would everything go back to how it was before? Or was this the start of something real? I struggled with the uncertainty, caught between wanting to act normal and the urge to express how much they meant to me. Every text felt loaded with meaning, and every meeting was a mix of joy and nerves. I realized that when your crush knows your feelings, nothing stays simple. It's a roller coaster of emotions that makes you feel vulnerable but alive. Just when I thought I'd figured out how things were going to go, my crush surprised me. One afternoon, out of nowhere, they admitted they'd liked me for a while too, but were just as scared to say anything. Suddenly, all the awkwardness and doubts melted away, replaced by relief and excitement. It was like a weight lifted off both our shoulders, and for the first time, things felt truly real. But then, the twist. They revealed they'd been waiting for me to make the first move, hoping I'd gather the courage. Neither of us expected the secret to hang between us for so long, like an unspoken tension that finally broke free. The moment that had terrified me became the turning point for a new beginning. That day, we decided to take things slow, savoring the small moments without rushing. The awkwardness didn't vanish completely. It became part of the story we were building together. And even though the future was uncertain, one thing was clear. Being honest about your feelings, no matter how scary, can lead to unexpected and beautiful surprises. So what's the takeaway from this roller coaster of feelings? When your crush finds out you like them, it's a mix of fear, hope, and a whole lot of awkwardness. But it's also a chance to be brave and open your heart. Whether it leads to something amazing or just a funny story to tell later, those moments shape us and remind us that vulnerability is powerful. If you've ever been through something like this, or maybe you're still waiting for your crush to find out, you're not alone. Everyone's been there, feeling that rush and the uncertainty that comes with it. And that's what makes these stories so real and relatable. Thanks for sticking with this animated journey of love, laughter, and a few cringe-worthy moments. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Who knows? Maybe your crush will find out too.
Saw you standing by the cherry tree. Heart was racing like a melody. Words got tangled in the summer air. I tried to speak, but you weren't there. Daydreams dancing through my busy mind. Every glance of yours a treasure find. Blushes blooming like a hidden rose. The world feels brighter when you're close. Oh, my heart, it skips and stumbles. Every time you're near, it crumbles. Like a kite caught in the breeze, flying high with shade.